Princess of Wales and Duchess of Sussex encouraged to dress like Diana, claims new book on royals. Welcome to Dream USA 24, my channel. In his most recent book, co-author of Finding Freedom on the Sussexes, Omid Scobie, launches a barrage of criticism on Prince William and his spouse. According to a new book on the royal family, the Princess of Wales and the Duchess of Sussex were both urged to dress like Diana, Princess of Wales. The royal women were allegedly encouraged to adopt parts of their late mother-in-law's famous appearances because the organization wanted some of Diana's shine to rub off on them, according to Omid Scobie, co-author of A History on the Sussexes. The astounding assertion is in Mr. Scobie's most recent book, Endgame, which hits stores this Tuesday. The Duchess of Sussex and the Princess of Wales, he points out, frequently sport jewelry that was once owned by Diana. Yet, even though it's nearly hard to find a trend that hasn't been influenced by her iconic style, the enormous amount of work that goes into replicating her exact appearance occasionally goes beyond the pale. Over the last 13 years, Diana cosplaying has gained popularity as a royal mainstay. A royal insider who worked with Prince William and Prince Harry is quoted by Mr. Scobie as saying that they always discussed with them the decisions that went into clothing their wives with Diana in mind. Thank you, please share my video. Were there any kind prods from other people? Yes, occasionally. According to an excerpt obtained by the New York Post, it had been known for someone to go back and pull images of Diana at a certain place or time for ideas. At the right moment, this can be a sweet gesture, but when you realize it's often orchestrated within the same system that contributed to her living misery, and an institution that still wants some of Diana's shine to rub off on them, Mr. Scobie continues, there is also a slightly queasy feeling. With his most recent book, the co-author of the biography Finding Freedom on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has launched a barrage of criticism on Prince William and his spouse. He stated, in the coverage of Kate, we infantilize her massively, so the bar is always lower, in an interview that was released on Sunday. With Kate, it's like, wow, the Princess of Wales has shown us small accomplishments that maybe wouldn't be noticed if it came from another member of the royal family. Additionally, he says that the mother of three chuckles anytime Meghan's name is brought up. It is believed that she has not had any serious communication with the Duchess of Sussex since 2019. According to reports, the Prince of Wales is a brash company man who is getting more and more receptive to the palace's use of dirty tricks. Prince William, according to Mr. Scobie, is a power-hungry individual who is in hair mode and headed for conflict with his father, the king. He told the Sunday Times, they're all working in silos, but it would have been nice to see them come together on certain projects, perhaps in the early years, to put on that united front. The prince and princess reportedly thought it hilarious that South Park parodied Harry and Meghan. According to reports, the king called his younger son a fool for creating a Netflix documentary series that disclosed personal information about living as a monarch. In the book, he is described as an extravagant spender and a spoiled man who travels with 1,000 thread count bed linen that must be steam-pressed to perfection and demands that his shoelaces be ironed. Charles is also charged with being a flawed father who benefited personally from Harry's drug problems as a teenager. According to Mr. Scobie, royal advisors did not believe he was capable of leading the country because he lacked the moxie and the vision for the family's next chapter prior to Elizabeth Yu's death. The role's similarities to that of the Prince of Wales, who had a little bit more flexibility and personality, have been realized, he continues. Not only does the Queen not escape unhurt, according to Mr. Scobie, she rolls her eyes when topics like veganism or gender identity are brought up. Even gluten-free or dairy-free options on a restaurant menu irk her, a former assistant is reported as saying. Camilla quietly praised him for protecting the firm, it is reportedly said, after Piers Morgan referred to Meghan as the Pinocchio princess on X, previously Twitter, in 2021 after she disclosed that she was suicidal. Mr. Scobie has maintained that neither the Duke nor the Duchess had any input into the book, despite the harsh criticism of the majority of senior royal family members, with the exception of the Sussexes. His first book, co-written with Carolyn Durand and released in August 2020, Finding Freedom, revealed intimate details about the private lives of the Sussexes. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. The Duchess was compelled to acknowledge that she had given permission for an assistant to brief the writers during her High Court privacy lawsuit against Associated Newspapers. A spokesman for the Sussexes and Buckingham Palace have both declined to comment.